Hello, snakes. My name is Dante, and today it's Podcast Tuesday. But since there's bad internet here in Spain, then it will be a recorded podcast. So, this is going to be top 10 caves and cliffs lands. So, it's basically lands that have cave or cliff in their name. So, basically, that is just very cool. And yeah, I did this to celebrate the new Minecraft update that came out a week ago, which is the first part of the update called Caves and Cliffs. And yeah, that is so I decided to celebrate this with a podcast based on caves and cliffs. So let's start off with the combo of the week, and it is the combo of the week. It's temporal manipulation, Fassa in Scholar of the Ages. So it allows you to take infinite turns. So because basically, if you have 12 mana, then you basically can use Fassa to basically blink Scholar of the Ages. So basically, you have Fassa, Scholar of the Ages, and temporal manipulation. You play Scholar of the Ages to bring back temporal manipulation, then play temporal manipulation. So then at the end of the turn, I mean, well, you can do. You actually don't need you don't need 12 mana. You can do this by turn 7, like turn 7. If you play temporal manipulation one turn, so you turn 5, turn 4 is faster. Turn 5, temporal manipulation. Then you basically go straight to turn 6. Then turn 7, Scholar of the Ages. Then turn 8, there you go, infinite turns. And you can use this to basically win off after that. Try and assemble five devotions, and then you just win. And it's just very cool. Let's just go in to the number 10, and it is Caves of Koilos, a land that you can tap for colorless, or you can tap for white or black and deals 1 damage to you. It's a cave, so that counts as a cave. There we go. That is just it's very cool. And yeah. And Caves of Koilos, it deserves the number 10 spot in this podcast. Let's just go in to the number 9. And the number 9 is simple number 9. Cliff Top Retreat. It's a land that enters tapped unless if you control mountain or plains, and taps for red or white. So it's better than pain lands because they're very likely to enter untapped because you just need a mountain or plains. Shock lands count. This used to be in burn until canopy lands were introduced. But since none of them was a cave or cliff, then no canopy lands are present in this podcast. It's just a fun podcast just to celebrate the release of Caves and Cliffs for Minecraft. And the other half of Caves and Cliffs is going to be somewhere around December. So this is it's a very very cool thing, and yeah. I like it. Let's just go into the Golden 8. And it is Palakka Predator. 3 mana sorcery that, the cave part is Palakka Caverns. A cavern is a type of cave. So, also since there's a cave in caverns, then it counts as a cave. There we go. Not wrong. So this is a cave card. So I mean, the front face, the sorcery part, is the cool part. The land itself isn't really that cool. So since we're counting for the whole card, not the land face, then Palakka Predator goes to number 8, or Palakka Caverns goes to number 8 because you can play Palakka Predator, 3 mana sorcery that allows you to basically reverse Inquisition your opponent. Rather than hitting 3 or less, it's 3 or more, and you discard that card. Yeah, but you can play as a land, and it's 3 mana. The sorcery is 3 mana. Land, it's just a land. But it's not bad, it's cool. I just had to put this in there because it's a non-land card that has the land side and it's powerful. So let's just go into the simple number 7, and it is Kazoos Fury, or Kazoos Cliffs. It's a cliff. Intercept attacks for red, or you can basically, it's either 3 mana fling or a red land that intercept. The cliff part, it's the land, yeah. So that counts for the podcast. It's just, fling is a good card. So I mean, you're paying 1 more, so then you have the option to play it as a land if you don't want to fling. But this is a good card still, nonetheless. It's a fling. Fling cards are good, especially for throw mock decks or bow lightning decks and stuff like that. So yeah, this is cool. Let's just go in to the number 6, and it is Spikefield Hazard, or Spikefield Cave. It's a cave, yes. Land intercept and taps for red, or you can pay 1 mana instant that shoots 1 damage to anything. And if a permanent hit by the Spikefield Hazard was to die this turn, then it gets it out instead. So yeah, I mean, it's just a tiny burn card, which can be used to hit random things, or you can play it as a land. Your choice, really. And I mean, if it kills something, then you dial it. Let's just go in to the number 5, and it is Journey to Eternity, or Exile Cave of Eternity. 3 mana legendary enchantment, or that you can enchant one of your own creatures, and if it was to die, then bring both cards back. And if it was to die, then you bring back the creature, and also bring back Journey to Eternity, then transform it. So it turns into Exile Cave of Eternity, a legendary land that taps for any mana color. Or you can pay 5 mana and tap it to bring back one of your creatures from your graveyard to battlefield. This is cool. I mean, it basically grants you protection on 1 creature, which then after that, it turns into a land. So it ramps you up as well, which can then also be used to bring back your other creatures. So it's a very good card. I mean, it's Kaya's ghost form, which also can then turn into land, which revives your creatures. So this is just good. Yeah. Let's go into the number 4, and it is Soaring Sea Cliff. It's a land that enters tapped. It's a functional blue land, which basically grants one of your creatures flying on turn, or any creature flying on turn. So it's a good land because it's a functional land. It's for commander, and I mean, if you're playing ninja, then it's good because it grants your creature an evasive ability, so then you can bring in Yuriko or any ninja and use ninjutsu. So Soaring Sea Cliff, not a bad card though. I mean, it's a very powerful land that then can tap for blue, or then on the first turn, rather than tapping for blue, grants some of your creatures flying, so you can actually start evading some stuff. It's a cool land, and I mean, it's commander good, not really good in general, but it's a commander land that's just good. Like evasive abilities, yeah. Let's just go to the golden free, and it is yeah. Remember to have your inventory, and we've got Zoetic Cavern, a land that taps for colorless, or you can morph it for 2 mana. So basically, if you don't want it as a land, you could just morph it by paying 3 mana. Then when you want it as a land, you can always just morph it back. It's more of a commander card, but some modern decks use it. It's rare, but some can use it. So Zoetic Cavern, that's the land. It's a cavern is a cave, and yeah, also there's, as I explained earlier, and there's a cave in cavern. And I mean, since it's live, since it's not live, then I'm pretty sure you should have watched the earlier part, unless if you just skipped through the video. But I don't suggest you do that. You just have to try and watch until the end of the video. So Zoetic Cavern, that's just a very good land. And if there's no ramp in your color, then you can use it as a weird form of ramp, 5 mana ramp, because you can then cast it as a morph, then pay 2 to flip it face up. There you go, you have another land. But no, that's not something you want to do. It's really cool though. It's a land that can be played as a creature if you wish. Let's go in to number 2, and it is Gemstone Caverns, a legendary land that basically, if it's in your opening hand and you're not the starting player, you can exile a card from your hand, and then you begin the game with Gemstone Caverns. But you have to exile a card from your hand. Yeah, I told you, right? And with a luck counter on it, which means if it has a luck counter, you can tap it for any color. Otherwise, then it taps for colorless. So it's just a colorless land if you play it later on. But if you manage to net it in as someone other than the starting player, some modern or legacy decks use this. But I mean, it can be used in Commander because you can use it as a quick ramp. You just exile a card from your hand, and then if you're not the starting player, and then you just bring it in as an extra land with a luck counter on it as well. So you can tap for any color. It's really good. This is why it deserved the number 2 spot on the podcast. There is one card that's better than it, which all tribal decks should use, and it is Cavern of Souls. It is a land. It's a land that taps with colors or taps or when enters box, you have to choose a creature type, and then if you can tap it for colors or tap for 1 mana of any color, that allows you to, but only to cast a spell of the said creature type. Then it cannot be countered. So it's just straight up good. It's every tribe deck should use it because it's a land that taps for any color just to cast the creatures you're using, and making them uncounterable as well, which is just nice. And yeah, this is just one heck of a powerful land. This is the number 1 Cavern of Souls. Let's just go into the bonus card to celebrate the Minecraft Caves and Cliffs, and it is Aggressive Mining. It is a 4-mana enchantment that stops you from playing lands, but then you can sacrifice a land to draw 2 cards, but only once each turn. But you know what's the special part about this land? Is that Notch made it. Yup, you heard me right. Notch, the creator of Minecraft, created this card. Yeah, it's an actual card you can obtain in M15, and it was created by Marcus Persson himself. Notch, yeah, the creator of Minecraft. And it's a good concept, but it's not really that good unless if you're using Zetru. So then you can give it to your opponent. There you go. They cannot play lands. Just can't play. I mean, if you have other ways of getting lands apart from sacrificing, apart from playing them, that's good. But I mean, as you can then also sacrifice them to draw 2 cards, but it's not really that good. It's more of a good. It's better to use it. It's better to give it to your opponent than to use it yourself. By other means, like for example, donate, harmless offering, bazaar trader, or Zedru, the Great-Hearted. Also fits in the color. It's red. So, aggressive mining. It's a cool card, but not really that good. It's more of a hate card to give to an opponent. But I put this in there not because it's a good card, but because it was made by Notch. So, congratulations. You've reached the end of the podcast. So why don't you like and subscribe? And if you haven't already, follow my Twitch channel in the description. Join the Discord. And yeah, stay tuned to our next video streams and podcasts. Podcasts will be live every Tuesday. I mean, this one's not live, but when I get back from Spain, which is next week, then they will be live 4 p.m. GMT, 6 p.m. CET. So stay tuned to them. Watch my other videos too. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And bye.